I don't know what you want me to say. So Melba, you were talking about when the chapel was turned around,
Yes.
and you were about 4, you think,
Well, I don't remember.
when that happened?
No.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Maybe
but I mean
Oh,
back
no.
when, not when it was turned around,
No.
but when it was the other way. When it was
Yeah.
the other way, you were young.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Back then.
Between 4 and maybe 10, I think, somewhere in there. I
Okay.
don't remember.
Yeah, and
exactly.
you were just a baby, obviously, 10 years
Well,
apart.
Well,
10
I
years
was
apart.
I was 4 years old when he came.
That was
here.
in 1922.
When you came here. Oh, okay, started up at the corner, you lived at the corner.
right.
Okay,
Yeah.
not next door, it wasn't built yet.
No.
So you started in here, and you remember the chapel when it was turned around, and you had groups meeting in here?
Yeah.
Sunday school room, Sunday school classes? Is that what you were
Yeah,
saying?
There were three.
Yeah.
There were 3 classes in here:
Okay.
men's,
At least
women's,
3.
and the youth group.
Okay,
And
and they were,
we
they had their own areas, where were they?
Well, the one now here's where we get. The men's were over here. The women's were up in the choir loft.
Okay.
And the youth was in that corner.
Okay, the youth in
south,
there.
North, east.
Yeah, and then, and you remember classes meeting in here too, Dad?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you were the other way around.
The old wood building behind here had all the children's area, and
Yeah.
Okay, so the younger ones
all-
met out
Yeah.
there, and that was called the annex or something,
I
or
don't know
not
what it was
necessarily?
called. This is
Just a
Sunday
wood,
school, Sunday school room.
Sunday
Sunday
school
school room, yeah.
and you got to it through the back part of the
Well,
chapel?
there was a door
To the right.
back there
To right.
Okay.
East part of
to
the
Right.
pulpit.
Oh,
to the
okay,
right, to
yeah,
the right
to
of
the east of the pulpit.
of the chancel.
Pulpit, yeah. And then it flipped around, and it's like it is now, except we had,
Except that was open back there.
yeah, that was open with the railings
The
and,
railing was there.
yeah, we'll see if they're gonna put those back up.
I hope so. I could be they told me they were.
Yeah.
They told me they were. So,
Yeah, hopefully those will
because
get back up.
That was, I can remember that railing so
Oh,
well.
yeah.
It was beautiful, really, as I was concerned.
It
I
is,
got
it's
really
gorgeous.
to meet the church right across in front of the pulpit, and you just set it off really.
That's right, because it set off the chancel area, yeah. And then I remember from when I was little that we had the old dark wood pews with the curved ends. It was beautiful, like the rounded and curved
yes.
ends. And I don't believe there were any cushions on
No.
those things.
Well, you got one down home,
just the-
don't you?
No, I don't.
Isn't there one out in the front porch
Well,
with a
that's
little pew?
for from other church. I don't know.
Oh, that's not ours.
No.
We don't care about that pew. And then I also remember, not many people remember this, I thought we had black plastic or rubber
There was
mats
something,
down.
Yeah,
Rubber-
it was not
rubber?
carpet.
Right, it wasn't carpet.
No.
We had black
Yeah.
rubber mats in here over the wood
I
floor.
think it was one long, great big long strip.
Yes,
really,
yes, I
and
do
the
remember
back
that.
and-
Yeah, and then they changed over, and these were the next set of pews that came in,
Yeah.
yeah. And then we had, there was a piano at the beginning. You said there was a Steinway
Yeah.
in here, and did you ever, because I know you played the organ.
Well, that was the Hammond organ. That's
Hammond, there was a
organ.
Hammond organ over there.
When it
no,
flipped?
No. It went behind the pulpit when it
Well,
first.
there was a Hammond organ over there. That's
No,
when, it-
that's the
that's the way it is right now.
Oh, there was an Allen.
The small
No.
Allen on there.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I argued before.
Now, did you play the Allen?
Mm-hmm.
You played the Allen
And I
organ,
also played Hammond.
and you played the Hammond too.
Uh-huh.
Okay. When did you start playing those?
Oh, gosh. Let's see. I took a few lessons on the Hammond.
45?
Um,
1945? So you'd have
maybe,
been
I
about
don't
20?
know. Well, it was 25 years
20.
all told.
Oh, okay. So you played the organ for about 25 years for the church.
yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
One
Okay.
or the other.
Yeah, one or the other, organ or piano. Yeah, I remember that.
No, I meant organ. I never played the piano that
Oh,
often. I did
oh.
at times.
Okay.
When they needed somebody, I guess.
Yeah.
But Lois Lambert, you remember her?
Okay, I don't kind of
Well,
remember the
okay,
name,
well,
but,
she lived at they lived in the house I live in now.
Yeah.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and she played the piano mostly.
She played here, okay.
Yeah, but I played occasionally, but then I played the organ, the Hammond organ, that
Right.
was new.
Okay.
And also the Allen.
Then the Allen came
first
on.
Allen.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, very good. And then you had said you lived down at the corner in a big 2-story white farmhouse.
Yep.
You know, nothing indoor. You
No.
pumped the water, you walked
It
to
was
the
about
outhouse.
seven rooms. The one thing I remember that, I don't remember a lot of it, but it has the most beautiful fireplace in that living room.
Oh, it
All
did.
marble. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Oh, that's so
Never
nice.
had a fire, that fireplace.
No, I know we didn't.
But you never burned a fire. Aw, that's sweet.
That's where our father's, he studied in there. We had a table. It was the living room.
Oh, okay,
Served
yeah.
as a living room also.
We never were allowed
But-
in there except
but
when we
he-
went to bed.
But he studied.
Had to
in there.
walk through it to go upstairs to get to bed.
No, he didn't. Went up right straight up between the room, the bedroom, and there's a small bedroom and the living room.
And that was Grandpa, Reverend George Jacoby, you were talking about
Yes.
just then, right? Yeah. And then you moved into the house next door, and you were helping. Didn't you help lay bricks or something for that? For the
No.
parsonage, or make the?
I played in the dirt when they dug the dirt out of the hole.
You had a grand time. That was your help.
Oh,
huh?
yeah. That
You
was
kept
a-
busy
well,
with
see,
that.
I was only, well, I don't know, 8 years old.
When they were building
7 years
this.
old when they were built that.
So
place.
you were in your teens then. So you were 17 or 18 when they built this. Then the house, the old parsonage, Melba. You were teens when they built the this.
Right next door. Yeah, I think I was. Yeah. So
Okay.
I don't remember. That.
Sure, sure.
He was about finished with high school then.
I
Yeah.
had maybe a year or two
Yeah.
left in high school. I
Right. And you both went to school across the street.
Yeah,
You
all
graduated in
well-raised.
36 and 46.
Yeah, we walked to school every morning.
You didn't have to walk miles and
wasn't
miles,
many-
though, did you?
There wasn't many that walked to school back
We
then.
walked
Most
home
of them rode
walked home
school.
for lunch too.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
That's right. We
Got to
walked
go
home for
lunch.
lunch.
Places.
Awesome, awesome. Now, we have the beautiful steeple up top here, and I remember a picture we had of the family, and who was up there working on it? It was Uncle Don, your husband,
Myself.
And
I was there with
Marvin,
him. There were
Dad,
three of us.
Marvin
And I
Kilheffer.
believe
three of us
our
painted
brother,
it.
Oh, you think Bud Jacoby was up there too?
I think so.
Do you think Bud was up there,
Now, wait a
Dad?
minute, let's see.
Not sure.
What?
Maybe Bud was up there.
No,
You're not
I
sure.
don't think he was.
Fry,
Because he
maybe
was,
Oh, Bill Fry might have been up
maybe.
and down a
maybe
couple times.
I remember Don being up there and I was
Don,
up there.
you and Don for
painting
sure, and Marvin Kilheffer. And what were you doing? You were painting it?
Yeah.
Maintaining it. Okay, okay. And the bell that went in, did you all get to ring the bell much or
it. Oh,
anything?
yeah.
'Cause-
We rang it every Sunday morning.
Did you?
I
Pulled the
know.
ropes.
Oh, they didn't let the girls ring the
No,
bell?
I guess not.
Well, maybe we'll go ring it for old time's sake, or we'll let you ring it today, okay? How's that?
All right.
Well, we came in, and I know that we didn't, for some reason, the heat's not working, and the lights aren't coming on, so obviously the chapel needs to be maintained, obviously.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
that's part of this capital campaign, that they're videotaping what we're speaking about, and funds need to continue to come in to keep, I mean, this is a beautiful room, the stained glass windows, and we have memory plaques on the windows for Grandma and Grandpa Jacoby, and the altar elements here for Uncle Bud,
Yeah.
your brother. So, I mean, it's a beautiful space, and good
Were they-
memories.
Were these were not the original stained glass, were they?
Yes.
Yes.
Are they original?
Yes.
Yeah.
I could remember.
Original stained glass,
I was thinking
beautiful.
it was some another color, not quite as vivid. But maybe it
Go through
was.
the windows again.
Okay. So we have, I think, is it?
Let me check if we could.
Okay.
pick up
Okay,
something
okay,
different that
yeah.
way.
Okay, so we went, the windows here, Grandpa and Grandma, Reverend George and Maud Jacoby, this one and this other front one, have plaques under them.
Okay,
They
I
do.
could remember which one. Okay.
Yeah, these front two.
Okay.
And then the
Lambert's.
Lamberts is this
That's it.
window. And
Lambert's back
Lambert's,
there.
he was
George-
on
George-
trustees.
George and
Sure,
Irene.
she was, I know.
Okay.
She was financial secretary, wasn't she?
Who?
Irene?
Irene, yeah, I
Yes,
think she
Irene was
probably
financial secretary, and then, what was his first name?
George.
George.
George Lambert. And they lived, you said, in your
my
house
house,
where you
yeah.
live now, right down the road here.
Right.
Okay.
They had two girls, Hazel and
They had two
Lois.
daughters.
Lois.
Yeah.
Hazel
Hazel
and
and
Lois.
Lois. Yeah.
Yeah.
You agreed on that. We're doing good.
Yeah.
And they lived in it before it was built on because Uncle Don built the house
Right,
out, right?
right.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so, like I was saying, beautiful stained glass windows. I mean, the lighting when it works is awesome. Beautiful pendants up there. And, hopefully we'll get the railings back up, and, the old pews, things had to be modernized a little bit to accommodate. And, I remember coming in here, even after we built the new sanctuary, when I was in the Sunday school department, we would have the kids the first Sunday of a month, we would come over and have sing-along. And we'd have the Sunday school kids in here, and I'd sing all the old Sunday school songs with them to try and get them to learn that. So that was taking place in this area too. And I know that they still have Small weddings would take place in here, maybe a smaller funeral still conduct. So the space is still used. And like I said, we need to make sure the heat works and the roof doesn't leak and the
Right.
lights come on, because it needs to be utilized more. And who knows, down the road, if those things are maintained, then we can use it for even more activities in here and not forget about this wonderful area.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think it's great.
But talk about the year that it was dedicated, which was
89. Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Built and dedicated.
Maybe get a sentence or two about the dedication, 1871.
1871. Okay. So the chapel was completed in 1871, is what I understand. And of course it was the other way. And when we say the other way, we mean this was the door coming in off of the road, and we have wonderful pictures of that. It's the quintessential country church. It really, I'm sure you remember it that way too.
Yes.
Yeah, coming in. And then pulpit at the other end, and a lot of wood floor and wood benches and what kind of furnishings were in here? I mean, do you remember?
Just
Just
very plain, no, there wasn't anything fancy.
Standard wood pews?
Standard pews,
Yeah, yeah. And what kind of congregation numbers did you have? Do you remember how many would come to church back in the day, back then?
There's never really,
hundred.
I don't ever remember it being full,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but there was, I don't
We used to
know,
have chicken
50,
suppers
70
in the,
Yeah, it's 50, 75 maybe.
Okay, okay.
Maybe, it varied.
Yeah. Well, we grew a little bit since then, huh?
Oh, yeah, we have.
The attendance grew, and I liked, Dad, what you said, the chicken suppers back
we used to
there.
have
Yeah.
chicken suppers
Once a
on, once a month,
Once a
Saturday
month.
night.
Nice.
They have chicken suppers in the back there in
In the wood.
That
In the
helped
wood
that
building.
helped pay the
Huh?
rent, the salary, and which was all we had at the time.
The
you know.
chicken suppers would help pay for the salary and
Absolutely.
everything. All right, that's awesome. That's awesome.
And a farmer across the, where LaManche used to live, LaManche.
Yeah.
That farm gave us the milk.
Oh, nice.
A lot of people did that. They would contribute food or meat or something,
Yeah.
or for their tithe.
Donate. Oh, sure, sure. Instead of giving money,
Right.
they grew chickens. They'd give you eggs. They'd give you milk. Just
Right.
side of
things.
beef.
Right, yeah.
Side of beef.
That's
Nice.
right.
We'd hang it in the basement.
I was going to say you would use it in your parsonage for the family,
Right.
right, to eat.
That's when we were living over here, they used to have the side of beef hanging in the fruit cellar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the other house also, as far as that goes.
Well,
And you don't remember that part of it. That was before your
I
time.
don't know.
Because she's a lot older than you.
Well, I'm not allowed to say that because I'm too close to her. She hits me when I,
Oh, shoot.
If you can work into a conversation how long Reverend Jacoby was here, 30 years.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So Grandpa, and I never met him because he passed in 52, I think,
Yeah.
the year you got married, yeah. And he was minister here for like
About
30?
33 years.
33 years, I think.
30
wasn't it?
years. I think it's just 30. 30 years, yeah. So that
30
was
years,
that was a
okay.
long time, yeah.
And they don't do that. He and one other pastor would stay at that was Harvey Hahn.
Okay.
But they were only two in the whole conference, I think, that they let remain.
Stay on that long, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was quite unusual.
Yeah, it was.
Almost verboten
Unheard
to
of.
somebody stay around
To
for
stay
I can
more than
remember
7
we
years.
were supposed to.
They had to,
Okay.
they had a certain set of sermons. After 7 years, they ran out of sermons. They had to start
And that's
repeating
why
themselves.
that's why they changed it. And then you said you were going to move?
We were supposed to move to West Middletown.
Oh.
And I was in high school then, and we put up such a fuss.
The kids did?
Well, yeah, we didn't want to change schools.
Well, that's true. And you were
For
so
crying
close
out
to
loud.
graduating.
It, so we didn't have to move.
So they listened to you. You got your way.
Somebody listened anyway.
That's
unusual.
great. That is great. That's awesome. That's
Oh,
awesome.
Lord.
Yeah.
We really had we about had a fit, didn't we?
You had
That's
5
funny.
kids trying to say, we're not going to move. We
We're
don't
not
want to go
going.
to another
That
school.
would have been fun to watch. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
So we're good? All right.
Thank you.
Got some.
Thank you, Tom.
Got